was another wild game.
I think it was a phenomenal game for the spectators and the fans. For us, it was a bit of a roller coaster. We wanted to start the game really quick, really fast, dominating them, creating issues, very vertical, and we managed to do that. We dominated big periods in the first half. We scored two goals, but then that momentum when they scored straight after our second goal left us a little bit cold and insecure to how we react. So we had a period there of 5-10 minutes where we weren't very clear what to do and we were a little bit trembling. The start of the second half, again, we weren't starting good. We had some problems to occupy certain spaces that they are really good at, and they have so much quality to exploit them. And then when they miss the penalty and we make the change in shape, and then we scored the goal, that's when I think the game got again where we wanted.
Can I ask about Granit kissing the Emirates, blowing kisses towards the Emirates crowd, celebrating, and they were, showing a lot of love to him. When you took over after everything that had just happened, could you have imagined anything like what we just saw today?
I was dreaming with that because he deserves it, and if every fan would be individually spending 5 or 10 minutes with Granit, or 2 minutes, it's enough, they would understand the person that he is, the professional that he is, and how much he cares about the club. But the history was there, and now as well, I think he made a risky move when he opened up completely and he expressed his feelings, but as well, he's done that because now he's prepared, because he feels that the environment is going to protect him, because he feels loved at the club, and the response, I think it was great. So thank you as well for the fans to show that appreciation to him, because I know how much that means to him.
Adrian?
Mikel, also on Granit, you've overseen like a big change in the squad, and he's one of the players who survived. Can you just talk about what it is you like about him when you've let others go? Why have you persisted with him? Why have you kept him?
Well, that we need some balance in everything that we do, especially with the characters, personalities are in that team, with the youth academy players that we are bringing in, with the signings that we made, with the qualities that we have. So how we can interact, how that dressing room can start to build what we want to be on and off the field. And Granit, in my opinion, was a key role, and he was going to have a key leadership role to achieve what we wanted.
Miguel?
Mikel, after 3 defeats, it almost felt like the chaos of the last 2 games actually suited you. What do you think is going to be decisive going forward in the battle for top 4?
I don't know. Because today was decisive is that when you have total control of the match and you are 2-0 up, Ronaldo comes in out of nothing when he's with Gavi and he's managed to score the goal. And then Bruno Fernandes had to miss the goal. And then Granit scored. I think nobody in this room would say we're going to win with Granit scoring from outside the box. This is the beauty of this game. And these things, I don't control them, and I'm not trying to control them. But what I see is the team that is so willing, that it gives absolutely everything, the energy and the cohesion that they have in that stadium with them. It's phenomenal, and that gives us a real chance, and it makes me believe that we can do it.
Talking of Granit, after the game you said that we need to be more clever and still we need to be more mentally strong in situations. Is that something you agree with to improve this Arsenal side?
Yes, but it's very difficult to do it. Sometimes you are willing and you are aware of it, but the game is taking you there. Some players were really fatigued today as well. Emotionally and physically, it was a huge game to play against Stamford Bridge after the 3 defeats, so everything is getting accumulated there. You have to play 2 days later here at 12:30. But they managed to do that, and to come with a victory against that team, I think it's great, and it's what the players deserve.
Nick at the back.
Hi, Mikel.
Yeah.
Just following on from what Miguel said, after those 3 defeats, were you worried coming into this week what might happen?
I worry even when I win, so imagine. So after the defeats is always, because it was 1-2, the Brighton game, and especially, the second half against Palace, Brighton game, and especially this one. We didn't deserve to lose. And today, maybe at some stage you go chance by chance, you don't deserve to win, but this is the game. And we have to be focused in what we do, what we want to do, and don't get too down or too excited after winning, because this is about having the balance and understanding who we are with our strength and of course with our big weaknesses.
Sambin?
You mentioned this being a roller coaster. I think that probably applies to Nuno Tavares as well. He scores a goal like a striker and then he seems to go up and down. What's it like to coach and what's it like to watch?
we have to help him, and he needs to go through these experiences to understand, okay, what triggers that moment when you go from here to there, and give him support. And we know, I said many times, the bill that you have to pay with those players that they never experienced this. So they are going to make mistakes, and they're going to make decisions that from here it's very easy to say why you've done that, but they are there on the pitch, and let's give them support because they need it.
Sam Wallace?
Mikel, you said that it makes you believe that you can do it in terms of fourth place. I mean, it really looks like it's you against Spurs now for that. I mean, is that how you see it?
I don't know, this changes so quickly. What my belief is that we're going to give it a real go, that we can win football matches, but that the margins are very small, and we have to be very aware of that. Winning and losing in this league and where we are today is defined by a small margin, so everything has to be added there to take the game where we won at the end of the 95 minutes.
Again, the glasses.
Miguel, there's only 4 minutes, but Toby came back today, and supporters surely some joy. So how are you glad about Toby's come back?
I think he deserved that. He's been through a difficult period in the last few months, but if you see him work every day and how he comes and how excited he was to get back and the amount of hours that he's put in, he deserved that. That's why I think we believe that it was the right thing to do for him.
Okay, last couple, Andy Dillon.
Mikel, can you see this uncontrollable into the season coming down to a straight shootout in the North London derby for a top 4 finish?
It could be a crucial game. Let's see what happens before that, where both teams are. But of course, that head-to-head game is going to be really, really important.
Is that something you'd relish, a game like that, an occasion like that, Arsenal versus Tottenham?
This is why we are here, to play big matches that can define big moments, and that's the beauty of this game.
And finally, Guy there?
Is there a problem with Saka? He obviously came off his
No, but Bukayo was struggling even to start the match, but he really wanted to do it. He had a big knock the other night, and at some stage he was struggling, so let's see how he is.